guys, Angry Old Man here. Today was my last long run before the marathon, and of course before my taper. My daughter Emily joined me on this long run. It was 3 hours and 25 minutes, which is theoretically our goal marathon time. We were not moving at goal marathon pace, just moving at a very conservative 4-hour marathon pace. At the end of the day, it was actually just a little under an actual true 4-hour marathon pace, but we got it done. Covered just shy of 23 miles. We ran up at the Bridge Sport Complex. We ran, I think it was the counterclockwise loop outside. For me, it was a total of 26 and about 2/3 of a lap. I finished up right at 3 hours 25 minutes on the back baseball field. So that was a pretty significant run. It felt pretty good. Something I did not realize, even after running that course before, was that there is actually some pretty significant elevation counterclockwise. My total elevation for that run was like just shy of 2,800 feet. It's gradual, but it's there. My Strava actually registered a grade adjusted pace of just around 8 minutes per mile instead of 9. Another fun Strava thing was that I yoinked the local legend with a total of 47 laps around the counterclockwise loop in the last 90 days, and Emily yoinked the female with I think around 38. That's a lot of loops. And since we've only run on it 2 or 3 times, that's usually like one of the safe places we can do our long runs. So it's that's a lot of miles. Anyway, that's it for that portion of the training. Now we move into the taper phase of the marathon program. And as it sounds, we will slowly decrease our mileage up until the actual marathon itself. I had a really stressful taper on my last marathon because I had just become so accustomed to running 2 and 3 times a day, using it as a stress reliever and just generally enjoying the racing and the things I was doing, with my running. Through this particular cycle, I'm not feeling that sort of stress. I mean, obviously there's stress from other sources, but not from not running. This cycle has been a very different cycle. I'm actually very relieved this cycle is coming to an end. I'm very much more excited to get back to some 5 and 10K training, spend more quality time on the track, and use my my long runs as leisure. And instead of feeling like the majority or the bulk of my work seems to go into those hard, longer runs, a 10 or 12 mile goal marathon pace run is to me a bit less relaxing than going out and, like today, running sort of a calm, collected, 9-minute mile pace with somebody else. And at that 9-minute mile pace, that's where you can have a reasonable chat without huffing and puffing, or at least for me it is. So I just wanted to, I'm really just excited to get into that phase where we can do some high-end race training, work on speed, work on climbing power, get those gears adjusted and smoothed out. I'm also looking at trying a couple different brands of shoes. I might even dive in and get myself a pair of race shoes. If I'm going to be racing 5 and 10 or 5K and 10K races through most of the spring and summer cycle, I think my feet could probably handle one of the carbon-based racing shoes for those short bouts. Whereas the bulk of my training, I need a much more cushioned utility support shoe. Today was a stressful day. I ran my run. It was also one of our depletion runs, and the run itself, we didn't budget the time quite right because we didn't take into consideration the driving time to and from, and it was also a little bit longer than our normal day, so our time was not budgeted quite right, and we ended up running behind to go do some other things, and in doing that, I was depleted. I basically didn't have anything in me other than a couple Gatorade chews and the last little swig of Gatorade or Powerade or whatever electrolyte drink I had on hand, and it was not enough. I was pretty hangry the whole drive to pick up one of my daughters who works and is a client at the Disability Action Center in Fairmont. We went, and on the way home we managed to stop, and I could get at just a quick, like a convenience store, to grab something because I was really bottomed out. The depletion runs, I typically, as soon as I get done with my depletion runs, I typically have a pickle, and I guzzle down the juice from the pickle juice to help with any cramps that may be trying to form, which I wasn't bad about this time. I thought I was going to have issues, but my electrolyte balance was pretty solid. And I usually do have a fizzy, sugary, sweet, not diet soda pop of some kind as a reward. Think what you may of that. I like soda pop. I enjoy it. It tastes good, and I am unapologetic and unrepentant in my passion for several key brands that I do like to consume. When you run 23 miles, you deserve one. End of story. And I did. I had one, and I did feel a little better after I got some sugar and balanced the glycogen back out, because I was bottomed out. I was feeling the early stages of the nausea that comes right after, like, plowing into the wall. I wasn't moving at any serious speed. I wasn't moving, like, my heart rate wasn't spiked out. It did hit near the end, like about 150-ish, but I was also, the last 200 meters or so I opened up into as best a sprint as I could, and it felt pretty good, actually. It really did. I enjoyed that. Anyway, I got that done. I'm home now, waiting for the last of my daughters, who still lives at the house here, to get home from college today. And then we're going to have dinner, and that would be our day. So it was a fairly stressful day, but it's the last one for a while. My next long run, I think, is only like 2 hours, and then I'll back down to like an hour and a half, and then eventually like an hour, and then there'll be one long run like 45 minutes long, and then it's put my feet up for a couple days right before the actual race itself. So we're not talking anything. What I do intend to do, and I don't know if anybody's interested, but I intend on going out and hitting some speed work on some of the days. Since my mileage is reduced, I'm going to increase shorter bouts of intensity. And see what I can do, if I can trim any of my speed, any time off speed wise. Again, I'm really in unknown territory with this this training cycle. I don't know what to expect. I was a little concerned today. At first, when we started out, it felt like I was kind of struggling a little bit, but then I realized I'm running uphill, and after that, you're kind of like, oh, no wonder it feels like harder than it really is. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your commentary. Yesterday's video wasn't really a video. It was just a quick slideshow I threw together just to let you know what was going on. It was a crazy day, and I've had several crazy days like that, and I'm just trying to get kind of through until the marathon, when I can kind of just take things down a notch. Appreciate everybody. Hope you have a great day, and always remember, run angry, my friends.